Okay, this is Chippy from umcportal.com, and in this video I'm going to try and swap the SSDs over from the Fujitsu U820 here to the Viliv S10. The S10 already has an SSD in it, but this U820 is something that I've upgraded with a run-core SSD. It's extremely fast and it's running, it's got an XP build on it, and seeing as these two PCs have the same architecture, there's a good chance that this version of XP will build, so I'll be able to see how fast XP works and maybe do some testing, because I'm thinking of downgrading from Windows 7 to XP on this. But let's give it a shot. It shouldn't take long. So what I'm going to do is take the SSD out of this baby, and it's a fairly simple process to do this. It's only about 5 screws, so we just pull this out, and it's as I said, a run-core SSD, 1.8 inch, ZIF connector. It's 64 or maybe 32 gigs, I can't remember what the capacity is, and it's running Windows 7. So let's just pull that off. There it is. It's a 64 gig SSD. So all we do is we just pull that out and put it away from the connector. Put that on the side. Now it's fairly easy to get to the drive on the Viliv as well. You just take the battery out of the back, and then under here, let's zoom in for you, is the SSD. So basically all I'm going to do is swap one for the other. So let's see if we can get this SSD out, and it should be fairly easy to remove. There's a little bit of sticky tape on that, which I'm going to take off, and that should allow me to get to the ZIF connector, which I can just pop open like that. That should free up the cable, and we pull it out on this side with a decent tool, and there we go. That just pulls out, so the drive is in there. So what we also need from here is then the connector. This looks like I might have to get hold of a connector, but everything lines. Actually, everything doesn't line up perfectly. But let's just have a look this way, because I think, yeah, maybe it will go in that way. All right, I need to go and find a connector for this. Back soon. Okay, I took the ZIF cable out of the Viliv SSD that was in there already, which was packaged up pretty tightly, but it fits in, and unfortunately it's not the right length. But if I was to just put that in here, close the ZIF cable, and of course that doesn't fit perfectly, but this cables do actually bend, but only once. But I'll show you what happens. I have actually tested it. I didn't want you to see smoke. So you should see Windows XP booting up now. There's the boot screen, and there's Windows XP booting up. And of course this system needs a whole new set of drivers compared to the system it was using. So I'll have to install things like Wi-Fi drivers, LAN drivers, touchscreen drivers. Well, touchscreen's actually working, and various other bits. But the interesting thing for me is how much more usable this might be, how much quicker it will be, and whether it gives me the same battery life as the original installation. And actually this is the sort of device that really matches my Gigabyte Touch Note, which is XP plus 3G plus SSD, but in addition on the Viliv S5 I've got the very long battery life in only 1.2 kilos. So I'm off now to try and fit that cable, and let's see how much further I get with Windows XP on the Viliv S10. This is Chippy from UMP Portal. Thanks for watching.